Hello to all my fellow viewers. Welcome to another edition of the Aaron's Ales channel. As a change to the perfect draft demonstrative pours and reviews, once again, it's another one of those demonstrative pour and review videos that I'm doing it from a can including bottle. With it being the start of the Six Nations this week, what perfect one to kickstart the Six Nations off in style by doing a traditional one, and has been brewing now for the last 267 years, and is an Irish beverage, stout. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is in fact Guinness. This is 4.2% by volume, and this is the draft version with the rigid in the can. I'm going to show you now how you open the can, including pouring it in the glass. So, first stage is to open the can. Look at all that smoke coming out of there. Leave that settle for a bit. Next, get a nice Guinness branded pint glass. I'm using one that was made from 1997. Exactly the same as pouring it in a pub. Tilt glass at a 45-degree angle. And as you pour in the can itself, you pour it slowly to begin with. And as you start to get to the G, let all the work start. That's a very good head, I must say, out of a 440ml can. And spot on one finger. Let's get the aromas. Very roasted, with all the roasted barley that's added into this. Very malty too. Slight hints of coffee, as you get in most stouts and porters. Anyway, cheers, iechyd da, or as they say in Irish, cilantro. And what lovely lacing around this old-fashioned Guinness pint glass too, from 1997. 29 years old. From a draft poured can. The one key thing about drinking Guinness is, the way you drink it is looking around the horizon. And what you've got to think about is bitterness around the mouth, roastiness around the bottom of the throat, and the creaminess down the bottom. Those are the three top tips on drinking Guinness to remember, as told by the experts who make this behind the scenes. Look at that, nice lacing. Drank that all in one. We now come to the part of what food pairings will go nicely with a pint of Guinness, whether you're drinking it at home from a can or bottle, or in a pub served from a keg on draft in a pub. Considering this being an Irish beverage, this will definitely pair very nicely with Irish stew, including a beef and Guinness stew, that is. And this is definitely the perfect ingredient to add into a beef and Guinness stew, as you will get a lovely depths of flavour out of it. This is also very nice to pair with beef and Guinness pie, which is one of my stepmother's favourite dishes to eat in a pub, as well as steak and ale. You get all the lovely blend of the taste from that. This would also go nicely with a nice hot curry. If you're having an Indian takeaway, for example, on the weekend or a weeknight. Guinness, including the West Indies porter version from the bottle. Those pair very nicely to cool all the spices down from the curries. They also pair nicely too with milder curries like butter chicken, for example. To finish this video now, I'm going to give this a well-earned 10 out of 10 from Aaron's Ales. Thank you for watching. Please tune in again soon to my next video. Good night. Nos da. Hwyl fawr. Bye for now.